And welcome to the Columbia River versus Prairie High School varsity basketball game.
First, a 6-foot junior at guard. Number 2, Prairie. A 6'1" senior at guard. Number 3, Aaron Osborne. A 6'1" junior at guard. Number 4, AJ Dixon. A 6'1" junior at forward. Number 5, Zeke Dixon. A 6'2" senior at forward. Number 24, Branson King. Head coach, Kyle Brooks.
Sorry.
And now, your hometown chieftain.
And for Columbia River, we have number 1, Nate Snook. Number 3, Alex Miller. Number 15, Evan Dirksen.
A 6'2" senior at the guard position. Number 20,
Number 20, Caden Desort.
A 6'5" senior at the post. Number 24.
Number 24, Jack Armstrong.
In his 28th season, David Long.
Head coach for River, David Long.
Praise Matt Leppa, A.T. Peterson, and Mike Jeffrey.
And River will win the tip-off. Alex Miller with the ball. Jack Armstrong passes it over to number 1, Nate Snook. And a shot. And that misses. Number 1, Nate Snook, setting the play up again. Jack Armstrong with the ball, passes it to Nick Snook with the 3, and that was off. Number 4, taking it to the paint, passes out to number 24 with the shot, and that one goes in. Nate Snook with the pass off to number 24, and that one goes in. Number 3 taking the ball up. It's a screen by number 24, but a turnover. Number 15 taking the ball. Number 4 with the steal, and that will be a foul on Alex Miller, number 3, blocking foul.
Foul charge against number 3, Alex Miller, his first team foul.
Number 4 with the ball. Passes out to number 5 with the fake and the shot, and that one was in. Nate Snook taking the ball up. Passes to Alex Miller. Number 20 with the shot. That one just off. Number 23 taking it inside. And that one was off. Rebound by number 15. passes to number 20, passes it out to number 1, Nate Snook for 3, and that one's in. Passes to number 4, number 24 with the screen. Screen by number 5 from the shot. That one's an air ball, but number 4 gets the ball. A shot from number 5, that one's also off. There'll be a foul on number 2, River ball.
Prairie, his first team foul.
It's a pass to number 20. Fake by number 24, passes it off to 15 with the shot, and that one's in. Number 5 with the pass to number 24, stolen by Nate Snook, going for the fast break, and that one's in. And that will be a timeout for Prairie High School. And with 4 minutes and 37 seconds left, River leads 9-4. River with the full court press. Number 3 with the ball. Setting the play up. He's taking it in, and that's gonna be out on River. Near steal there. Prairie High School will be passing it in. And there will be a substitution. Number 24 for number 33. Nate Snook. Number 2 will be taking the ball up. That's a pass to number 3. Number 5, excuse me. Number 2 taking it in with the layup, and that's an and one. Alex Miller with the foul. That's his second foul of this quarter. Number 2 will take the free throw, and that one's in. Prairie putting the pressure on River. It's a pass to Armstrong. Nate Snook, number 1, setting up the play. It's a pass to Jack Armstrong. Back out to Nate. And that's blocked by number 2. He will attempt the fast break, and that will be a foul on Nate Snook.
Foul charge against number 1, Nate Snook. His first, 13th foul against the team.
Number 3 will be passing it in. Passes to number 33, number 2 with the ball. Number 4 setting up the play. Passes to number 2. That's a blocking foul on Alex Miller. That's his 3rd foul this quarter.
Be the fourth team foul, third personal foul charge against Alex Miller. Fourth team foul against the Chieftains.
That's an over and back on number 3, excuse me.
Ball goes back to the Chieftains.
Chieftains ball.
Personal substitution. Number 10, Thomas Hapgood checks in the game for the Falcons.
Number 10, Thomas Hapgood, will be checking into the game in replacement for Aiden Frawley. Number 1 with the ball passes to number 15. Number 24 passes to Nate Snook with the 3, and that one's in. Number 3 passes to number 4. Number 4 going to the paint, and that one's good. Number 20 with the ball. Takes it to the right side. Number 15 with the ball. Passes back to number 20 with the fake. Passes it in to 24. Number 1 with the fake. Number 1 passes it in to number 15. And that's a shot. And that one's off. And that will be a foul on number 3. Chieftains ball. And we'll take a look at that one. Number 20 with the ball. Number 1 getting the ball. 15 with the shot. And that one's in. Number 4 with the ball. Number 5 passes to number 3. And that was a foul on Jack Armstrong, reaching foul.
Foul charge against number 24, Jack Armstrong. That's his first, 5th team foul against the Chieftains.
And that will be out on Chieftains. Almost had it there. Number 3 bringing the ball up for the Prairie High School. Passes to number 22, who passes to number 5. He will be taking to the paint. And that one's just off. Going up for another layup, and that one's also off. Prairie with 3 offensive rebounds this possession. Number 5 trying again, and this time's good. Number 1 will pass to 25. Number 20 will pass it off to number 1. Number 20 with the shot, and that one's in. Number 5 passes it out to number 22. Number 10 passes to number 5. 3 with the shot, and that one's off. Prairie gets the rebound. 33 with the layup. That one's off, but a foul on number 15.
Foul charges for 15, Evan Dirksen, his first, 16 foul.
Reese Walling taking the free throws right now. Just missed his first free throw. Number 10 will be subbed in for number 5. 33 making his second free throw,
Substitution.
but missed his first.
Prairie checks into the game. Matt Asplund checks in the game for the Chieftains, along with Martin Miranda.
Chieftains bring the ball up the court. Number 20 passes to 15. 15 passes it into Jack Armstrong. Good hustle there, but it will not count. Prairie's ball.
Substitution. Osborne checks back in for the Falcons.
Number 2 will check in for number 10 for the Falcons. Number 33 with the screen, number 2 driving in, and that one was good. Number 20 taking the ball up, last second shot, and that one's off.
And the one is the Falcons of Prairie, 14, your hometown Chieftains, 20.
We'll take a look at that one. Number 3 going in with lots of contact, still making it in there. At the end of the first quarter, Chieftains are up 20-14. The second quarter will begin. Prairie forced to pass it in early as they did not get onto the court in time. Number 3 driving into the paint, but a foul called. Number 3 will be taking free throws due to Rivers' foul troubles, putting them in the bonus.
Last foul was on Nate Snook. That's his second foul.
Nate Snook had that foul, his second foul of the game. Number 3 will make his free throw, and he will take another one. Number 3 making a second free throw. He's now 2 for 2. Number 1 passes to number 24, 24-15. 15 puts it up, and that's a foul. Almost an and one there, but it just rolled off the rim.
Foul will be charged at 5. Zeke Dixon, his first 13th foul. Dirk's going to go to the line to shoot a pair.
Number 15 will make his first free throw.
Frazier checks into the game for the Falcons.
Number 11 subbed in for number 22 for the Falcons. Number 15 making a second free throw. Number 2 passes it off to number 3. Screen by number 11. Number 5 passes it off number 2. Number 2 driving in, and he draws the foul. Blocking foul on number 24.
Foul charges number 24, Jack Armstrong, his second foul, 8th team foul. At the line, Nathan Prairie. 1-1.
Number 2 will be taking the free throws. He makes his first one. Number 2 misses his second free throw, but number 5 gets the rebound. Number 3 fake passes it, then passes it off to number 2. Number 2 off to number 5. 5 off to 4. 3 with the shot, and that one's just rolled off the rim. That's a travel. Be Prairie High School's ball. Number 25 appeared to have hurt his ankle on the fall down. He will be subbed out for number 10, Matt Aslam. Number 3 is passing it in. He passes it way back to number 4. Number 4 passes out to number 5. He passes it to 2. 2 passes off to 3. Screened by 11. 4 driving into the paint, and that one's off. Number 15 with the screen. Number 1 passes it back to 15. Number 12 passes off to 1. 1 for 3, and that one just rolled out. Number 2 with the layup hits the backboard, but number 11 gets the rebound. Number 5 for 3, and that one's off. Number 1 passes out to 24. 24 off to 15. 15's posting up. Passes out to 34 with the shot, and that one's in. Number 3 bringing the ball up for the Falcons. Number 11 with the screen. Number 3 takes the layup, and that's an air ball. Number 1 bringing the ball up for the fast break. He will take the layup and just misses. Looks like Prairie will also go for the fast break. Slows it down. Number 5 takes the layup, and that one will be off. And that will be number 34 will make the shot. What a nice jump shot there. That one went in. Number 1 will pass it in to number 20. Number 20 passes it back in for number 1, who will take the ball up. He passes it off to 15. 15 passes it back to 1, and falling down layup, but misses. Chieftains will now have to play 5-on-4 until number 1 gets back up. Number 10 passes it off to 2. Number 4 catches the ball. Number 10 with the shot, and that one's off. Number 10 grabbing the rebound. Number 1 will pass it off to number 20, who fakes the pass, then throws it into number 10. Number 20 off to Nate Snook for the 3, and that one was off. Number 4 bring the ball up, passes it off to number 2. Number 2 passes off to 11, who passes it off to 10 for 3, and that one's off. That will be a foul on number 2, Columbia River's ball. Number 1, Nate Snook, will take the ball up. Passes it off to number 10, Matt Aslam, who passes it off to Nate Armstrong, number 24, who puts it up with the layup. Number 2 passes it off to 4, who passes it back to number 2 for 3, and that one banked in. Number 1 passes it off to number 10 for 3, and that one's in from number 15, Evan Dirksen, sorry. Number 5 setting up the play, bringing it in, passes it out. That will be a foul. Prairie ball. And there's let's look at that replay. Making the layup through the contact. Alex Miller will be checked in for Nate Armstrong. Number 5 will miss his first free throw. Chieftain's ball. Number 1 passes it off to number 20. 20 off to 10. 10 off to 1. And that will be a foul on the Falcons. Chieftain's ball. 15 will pass it out to number 1. Number 20 for 3 gets blocked by number 2. Chieftains recover the ball, and 15 takes a 3, and that one also misses. Number 5 will bring the ball up and pass it off to 2. We'll pass it to 10. 10 drives in, but stolen by Nate Snook. Number 1 passes it off to number 15, and number 15 with the and 1. We'll take a look at that again. Number 1 taking the ball off. What a nice pass off to number 15, making the layup through the contact. Number 15 will take his free throw. And that one was off, but River with the rebound. Number 1 for 3, and that one was also off. What hustle from number 1, getting the ball in back to River. Number 15 will, however, miss the layup. Number 2 will pass it off to number 22. Number 10 with the ball at the top. Stolen by number 21, and he will miss his layup. Number 10 setting up the play. Number 4 gets the screen from number 24. Number 4 with the shot, and that's an air ball. Number 1 taking the ball up. Passes it off to number 20. 20 passes to 15, sorry. Number 3 with the ball passes it back into 15. 15 passes it off to 10. 10 off to 15, 15 for the layup, and that one's in. That'll be a carry on number 2. Chieftain's ball. Let's take a look at the shot. Look at him make it, even though there's 2 defenders on him. Number 1 will take the ball up and pass it off to number 3, Alex Miller. He will pass it back to number 1 for 3, and that one's off. Number 2 will pass it off to number 4, who drives to the paint and passes it out to 24. Number 10 passes it off to 4, and that will be a travel on 4, sorry. Chieftain's ball. Number 1 taking the ball up. Number 1 will pass it off to number 20. 20 will pass it to 10, who passes it to 3. Then passes into 15 with the layup. And that one just bounces off the rim, but he will get the foul. That will be 2 free throws for number 15.
Foul charge number 10. Thomas Hapgood, his first. 18 foul charge against the Falcons. Dirks at the line to shoot a pair.
Number 15 will make his first free throw. Number 15 makes his second free throw, putting the Chieftains up by 14. Number 2 drives in and airballs the layup, but number 10 recovers the ball. And another airball by number 22. Alex Miller off to number 1, who passes it to 10, makes the layup with the foul. That's another and 1 for the Chieftains. Number 12 will be subbed in for number 3. Number 10 will take his free throw, and that one's off. But River gets the ball back, and that will be another foul. Chieftain's ball. Number 15 will be taking the free throws this time. Number 15 will make his first free throw.
Quincy Cartwright checks in the game.
Quincy Cartwright will be sub into the game. Number 15 will take his second free throw, and that one's off. Number 2 will take the ball up. Only 15 seconds left in the quarter. Number 24 to number 10. Number 2 will take the 3, and that one's off. Jump ball with only 1 second left. Chieftains with the ball, 1 second to get a shot off. Number 20 will put it up, and that one's off.
It's the Prairie Falcons 20, your hometown Chieftains 37.
And at end of the first half, Chieftains up 37-20.
Being part of the Columbia River community is about being part of a team, a collective of people that we're accountable to each other.
Really making sure that you are setting the standard in both excellence for academics, clubs, sports, absolutely. But I think that since River has been so good for so long, I think that it is doing your best every single day, and it is really maintaining that standard.
Is a sense of pride in all that I do. And it also means to me being a part of a family and a legacy that's actually defined by tradition.
You know, I moved here 31 years ago with my wife, and I knew nobody. And now, everywhere I go, I see former students making differences in our community.
Being able to honor the people that have come before us is something that is so important, because they're the reason we are where we are now.
It kind of sets the standard for what you want to achieve and what you want to exceed the standard.
And I think that our best way to honor them is to say we are going to take that legacy and bring our own footprint to it and our own mantra, wherever else we need to do to make that legacy that much better.
I always feel like I'm standing, I'm standing on the shoulders of greatness. And I always feel like right now I am holding the torch for the future. I am the torch bearer right now. And my hope is that I will be able to keep the tradition of excellence going so that I will be able to pass the torch onto somebody else someday that will be able to keep this wonderful tradition going.
Us as teachers, seniors as leaders, that's our job, to keep that tradition alive and keep us, with our eyes on the prize.
It's that pursuit of perfection, and even though you don't get it, you can still get excellence. And I think it's also the fact that everyone really cares about each other.
This school tries really hard to provide opportunities for every student to feel like they're a part of our family.
If we, work together and team together and show what we expect, excellence every day, every minute, every hour, loving each other, taking care of each other.
That the excellence comes from having perseverance, staying with the task even when things get difficult, having some grit and some perseverance. I think that's what makes excellent people. I think that's what makes excellent work in a work environment and students, and I think I really see that at Columbia River.
Everyone is so connected. Everyone is so much into the sports and the clubs and the academics. I think that honestly that helps to build the excellence that we have here. I think because everyone is so connected, they want to be there for each other. And I think that is what ultimately helps us to propel us forward and make us even better than we possibly could be.
We have a really tremendous student body. They're leaders, they're innovators, they're scientists, they're amazing athletes. They care and serve one another.
You see that excellence bleed over into life, and you see those kids doing, our current kids doing things in the community that make a difference, that start them on a way of caring about not just themselves, but about excellence and about helping out everybody in the community.
And the second half will start. At the start of the second half, Chieftains lead 37-20. Number 2 will pass it off, nearly a turnover, but it's still Prairie's ball. Number 2 will take it up and pass it off to number 24. Number 24 passes it off to 10. 24 for 3, and that one's off. River with the rebound, and that will be a jump ball. Chieftains ball. Number 3 will pass it out to number 20, who will pass it back to number 3, and will pass it to number 1. Number 1 off to 15. 15 driving in, taking the post fade, and that one was off. Number 2 bring the ball up, going into the paint, and that one was in. Prairie High School running a full court press right now. River passes it out to number 20, and that will be a blocking foul on 24, Chieftains ball.
Foul charge against number 24, Bronson King, his second foul, first team foul.
Number 15 will pass it in for the Chieftains, off to number 20, who will drive in, take a step back, and pass it out to number 24. Number 15 will pass it off to 1, who will pass it to 24, and back to number 1. 15 getting double teamed, and that was a reaching foul. Chieftains ball.
Bronson King's third foul, second team foul.
Number 1 will pass it in for the Chieftains. He passes it out to number 20. Number 20 for 3, and that one is off the front rim.
Number 4, A.J. Dixon.
Number 2 bring the ball up and will pass it off to 4, who will drive in and airball a layup.
With the rebound.
Number 24 with the ball passes it off to 20. 20 passes it off to 1. Number 1 setting up a play, passes it off to 15, who will pass it back to number 1. Number 1 off to 3. 3 will pass it off to 15, and 15 will pass it to 1. That will be a blocking foul.
Away from basket.
Chieftains ball.
Foul charge against number 10, Thomas Hatgood, his second foul, third team foul.
Number 1 will pass it in for the Chieftains. He will pass it out to Jack Armstrong, who will pass it back to Nate Snook. Number 24 for 3, and that one's in. Number 2 bring the ball up. Pass. Oh, and that's a turnover. Number 1 going into the basket, and that one's in. We'll take a look at that. Look at that nice 3 from Jack Armstrong going right into the net. With 5 minutes and 32 seconds left, Chieftains lead 42-22. Prairie's ball. Number 2 bring the ball up. We'll pass it off to 5. back to number 2. 2 will pass it off to 10. 10 will pass it back to 2, and 2 will take a 3, and that one's in. Prairie running the full court press, putting the pressure on the Chieftains on the way up. Number 20 with the ball. Passes it in number 1 with the alley-oop, but that one was short. Number 2 will bring the ball up, pass it off to 10, who will take a 3, and that one's off, but number 11 grabs the rebound. Number 4 with the layup, hitting it through the contact. Number 1 bring the ball up with the Euro step, and that was a charge. Number 5 setting the charge. Excuse me, that was a blocking foul on number 5. Did not get his feet set in time. Number 15 will pass it in for the Chieftains. He will pass it into Jack Armstrong, who will pass it to number 20. Number 1 with the ball, take a deep 3, and that one's off, but Alex Miller gets the rebound. And that's a shot from number 20, which is also off. Number 2 grabbing the rebound. Number 2 brings the ball in, takes a mid-range jump shot, and draws the foul. Number 2 will take his first free throw. And that one was in. Number 2 will take his second free throw. And that one is also in. Number 1 getting past number 10. That will be a foul. Chieftains ball. Number 15 will pass it in to number 24. Who will pass it back to 15. 15 passes it out to 1, who passes it to 20. 20 passes to 3, who passes to 1. 1 driving in, takes a layup, but misses off the backboard. However, 15 will grab the rebound and make the layup. It's a near steal by number 1 there. Number 2 will pass it out to 22, who will pass it to 10. We'll take a look at this replay here. Number 15 grabbing the offensive rebound and putting it back up for the 2 points.
It's the Prairie Falcons 32, your hometown Chieftains 44. Fans, please remember, Chieftain basketball, we'd like to thank Gainers Automotive for the continued support of Columbia River basketball. Again, this year, Gainers will be donating $30 for every 3-point shot made in all Chieftain home varsity games. That's Gainers 30 for 3 program. Thank you, Gainers Automotive, for your support of Chieftain basketball this year. Thank you.
With 3 minutes, 19 seconds left in the third quarter, Chieftains lead 44 to 32. Number 1 will pass it in for the Chieftains. Prairie showing great defensive effort with the full court press. Number 1 taking the ball up. Nearly an 8-second call. Number 3 with the ball. Will pass to number 15, who will take the fadeaway, and that one's off. Number 2 will drive into the paint and pass it out to 10 for 3, and that one just rolls out. 24 fighting for the rebound. Number 1 taking the ball up. Will pass it to 3. Pass it off to 20 for 3. And that one's off, but 15 gets the rebound. 20 with the fake. Passes to 24 for 3. And that one's off.
Backboard violation. Ball goes back to the Falcons.
Two will bring it up for the Falcons. 2 will pass it off to 22, who will pass it off to 4. Pass off to 10, 10 drives in, takes the layup, and it goes in.
Basket by number 10, Thomas Hapgood.
Number 1 draws the foul, blocking foul on number 10, Chieftain's ball.
Thomas Hapgood, that's his 3rd foul. 16th foul.
Number 1 passes it into number 15, who passes to 24. Number 3 for 3, and that one hits the rim and bounces out.
Backboard violation on the shot. Ball goes back to the Falcons.
Number 4 will take the ball up for the Falcons. Number 2 passes it off to 22, who passes to 11. And that's a travel on number 11, Chieftain's ball.
Ball going back the other way to the Chieftains.
Number 3 will pass it in for the Chieftains. Number 1 bringing the ball up, passes it off to 15. Nearly a turnover. Number 15 passes it to 3. He passes it back to 15. 24 with the ball. Ref forced to take a timeout as there was candy on the floor.
Substitution came to the Falcons, number 33, Reese Long checks in, replacing Mark Prairie. Side out of bounds to the Falcon Chieftains.
Number 3 passes it into 20. 20 passes it into 15. 15 will post up and take the layup, and that's an and one.
Foul charge is number 2, Aiden Prairie, his 4th foul, 17th foul. Goes at the line to finish the
15 will take his free throw. And that one nearly rolls out. Number 2 brings the ball up. Passes it off to 4. Who passes it back to 2. 33 will set the screen. 2 will take the mid-range jump shot, and that's an air ball. .15 passes it off to 1. Number 1 trying to get past number 4 and passes it out to 24. Number 1 with the ball passes it into 20. 15 posting up, and that's another layup made by number 15. Number 4 passes it off to 10. Number 2, 5 seconds left, has to take a shot. Last second 3, and that one's an air ball.
Down to Armstrong at the end of 3. It's the Prairie Falcons 34. The hometown Chieftains 49.
Let's take a look at one of the layups made by number 15. As he posts up, makes it in, and that was an and one, making the layup through the contact. At the end of the third quarter, Chieftains lead 49-34. At the start of the fourth quarter, it will be Prairie's ball. Number 4 will pass it in. Passes it in to number 10. Number 10 getting double teamed, forced to pass it off to 20, and that's a backcourt violation. Chieftains ball.
It's the Falcons' ball. Goes back to the way of the Chieftains.
Number 20 will pass it in for the Chieftains. Number 3 taking the ball up. Passes it off to 15. Number 20 with the ball now. Number 10 will pass it in to 15. Who will pass it to 10. What a pass, but that one was blocked. Number 3 with the 3, and that one rolls out. Chieftains fight for the rebound, but the Falcons get it. Number 4 passes it off to 10. Number 22 getting the screen from 33. Number 10 getting the screen from 20. Number 10 driving into the paint and draws the blocking foul on number 15.
Basket. Foul charge against number 24, Jack Armstrong. That's his 4th foul, second team foul.
Number 10 will pass it in for the Falcons. He will pass it out, and it will be a turnover. Chieftains ball. Number 15 will pass it in.
Nate Stook checks back in the game for Alex Miller.
Number 1 will sub in for number 3. Number 1 will pass it off to 20. We'll pass it off to 24. Near turnover there, but Chieftains recover the ball. Number 15 setting up a play. We'll pass it off to number 1. We'll pass it off to 20. Near turnover again. Number 24 takes the layup through the contact, and that one goes in. Number 4 bringing the ball up for the Falcons. We will pass it off to 10. We'll pass it off to 20. Number 10 setting up a play. Pass it off to 22. Number 10 passes in at 33, who will attempt a layup, but that one was missed. Let's take a look at this layup right here. Nice finger roll to get the layup in the 2 points. Number 24 will fake and drive in. What a nice reverse layup that was. Number 10 passes it off to 22. And what a steal. Number 1 going in for the layup, and that one was missed. Take a look at the reverse by Jack Armstrong. What excellent form as that gains the 2 points.
His first foul. 13 foul.
Number 34 will sub in for number 10. With 5 minutes and 29 seconds left, Chieftains lead 53-34. Number 4 will take it up for the Falcons. Four setting up a play for the Falcons. They'll pass it off to 5. 5 will pass it into 20. We'll pass it back out to 4. 4 will pass it off to 15. Back to 4. 4 driving in, tries to pass it to 33, but it will be a turnover. Chieftains ball. Number 10 will sub in for 24 for the Chieftains, and number 1 will pass it in. Number 15 with the ball, pass it over to 1 for 3, and that will be called a travel on the Chieftains. Falcons ball. Number 20 will pass it in for the Falcons. 2 will bring it up. And he'll pass it off to 4. 4 getting the screen from 33. 2 driving in. And that's a blocking foul on 34. Falcons ball. Number 2 will pass it in. Out to 20. Who will pass it to 4. 4 passes it off to 2. 2 makes a cross-court pass. Off to 5. And that will be another blocking foul on the Chieftains. Prairie ball.
Blocking foul is 34. Valdez his second. 15 foul. We got a timeout in action with 4:24 to play here in the fourth period. It's the Falcons of Prairie, 34. Your hometown Chieftains, 53.
With 4 minutes and 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter, Chieftains lead 53-34. Number 2 will pass it in for the Falcons. 4 will pass it off to 2. 2 will take a 3, and that one's in.
3-point basket by Prairie.
Number 1 will bring it up for the Chieftains. Number 15 with the ball. He passes it off to 34, who passes it off to 1. Number 15 appeared to have hurt his leg, and number 12 will sub in for him.
Trula checks into the game for the Chieftains.
Number 12 will pass it in for the Chieftains. 12 will pass it off to 20. Will attempt to pass it off to 10, near turnover. 20 drives in, takes the layup, and that one's off. Number 2 passes it off to 33, but it was stolen by number 1. Number 1 passes it off to 20. He passes it to 34. Number 1 passes it into 10, and number 10 draws the contact for the 2 free throws.
Foul by number 33, Reese Wally. At the line to shoot Prairie, Matt Asplund.
Number 10 will take his first free throw. And that one's off. Number 10 will take a second free throw. And this time it's good. Number 2 bringing the ball up for the Falcons. He passes it off to 4, who passes it back to 2. 2 passes to 20, take the jump shot, and that one's off. Number 1 gets fouled by number 4. Take a look at the replay of that foul. Now it's clear as day that that was a reach. Number 1 will take his first free throw. And that one rolls out. Number 45 and 22 will sub in for the Chieftains.
Cole Dillon.
22 will pass it in for the Chieftains. As number 10 is subbed in for number 2 for the Falcons.
Thomas Hapler checks in the game for Prairie.
Number 22 will pass it off to 12. 12 will pass it back to 22. 22 passes off to 20, and 20 back to 22. 22 to 15. 12. 22 off to 12. 22 off to 20. 20 fakes the 3 and passes it off to 22. 12 will take the 3, and that one's in. It's great ball movement for the Chieftains. Number 10 will pass it off to 5.
Got a whistle, a blocking foul.
It's a blocking foul on the Chieftains. Falcons ball.
Foul charge against number 22, Ellis. His first foul.
22 and 15 will sub in for the Falcons. And that's a turnover on the Falcons. 22 with the layup, but misses it. Chieftains recover the ball, though, and turn the ball over. Number 10, slowing the ball down, passes it out to 33 with the fake. That will be a foul on 34. Falcons ball.
Foul charge against number 34, Dylan Valdez, his third foul.
Let's take a look at that foul. Number 34 goes for the block but ends up jumping over the Falcons player. Number 33 will miss his free throw, but the Falcons will recover the ball. Number 10 with the ball. Passes it off. Number 33 with the jump shot, and that one's off. Number 22 will bring the ball up. Passes it off to number 5. Number 5 off to 12. That's a turnover by number 12. Falcons take the ball up. Number 15 with the layup and bounces off the rim but gets the rebound. And that one misses also. Number 2 passes it off to 5. 5 passes it off to 12. 12 drives in and takes the jump shot, but gets blocked. 2 will get a screen from 45. That's a reach-in foul on the Falcons. Chieftains ball.
Foul charges number 15, Gabe Lilly, his second. 10th team foul.
22 will take his free throw. And that one's off. .22 will take a second free throw. And that one is also off. Falcons would get the ball. Number 10 bringing it up. Number 10 passes it off to 22, who passes it off to 15. 15 attempts to throw it to 33, but was a turnover, throwing it out of bounds.
Going the other way to the Chieftains.
Where you going? Huh?
22 bring the ball up for the Chieftains. He'll pass it off to 12. 12 passes it back to 22. 22 attempts to throw it to 45, but turns the ball over. 22 goes in for the layup, and that one's off. But he draws the foul, and will get 2 free throws.
Foul charges number 34, Dylan Valdez, his 4th foul. At the line to shoot there, number 22, Prairie.
22 will make his first free throw. .22 will make his second free throw also.
Timeout in action here with 37 seconds to play. It's the Prairie Falcons 39, your hometown Chieftains 57.
With 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter, Chieftains lead 57-39. Number 22 will pass it in for the Chieftains. That's a travel on number 22. Falcons ball. Number 10 bring the ball up for the Falcons. Number 10 passes it off to 15, who passes it to 22 for 3, and that one's an air ball. However, 33 gets the rebound. He attempts the layup, but the refs call a travel.
Back in the way of the Chieftains.
22 will bring the ball up for the Chieftains. Chieftains will most likely hold the ball to the end of the game. And at the end of the game, Chieftains win 57-39.